if you could give me a class on what the difference is between vitamins, minerals and nutrients, perhaps what the differences are between them.
Yep, sure. From a food nutritionist point of view, and that's part of what I teach, we teach that there are 6 nutrients, things that you're familiar with: protein, carbohydrates, lipids, vitamins, minerals, and water. The big ones, and by big what I mean is the chemical makeup. So you've got the lipids, which is a flash name for fats and oils. They're quite a chunky molecular structure. So lipids, carbohydrates, and protein. Well, I guess water, but I haven't really considered it. But those other 3, they're what we call macronutrients. We need them in quite large amounts. Then you get the micronutrients, the vitamins and the minerals. You need them in tiny, tiny amounts. Vitamins come from what we eat. Minerals are compounds that are found in the soil that the plant absorbs. So you may be aware of, you've got to eat your red meat to get iron, which is a mineral. We need iron to prevent anemia. Iron builds as part of the building block of a structure found in our blood called hemoglobin. Without iron, you can't bind oxygen. If the body needs oxygen to release energy. So if you don't have iron transporting oxygen around the body, you get tired. There are other minerals. Back in the day when people first came to New Zealand, they started developing this growth around the throat, which was called goiter. Then it was found out that New Zealand soils, it's probably one of the few countries who doesn't have iodine in its soil. And that is why New Zealand will have iodized salt, because we all like our salt. So on manufacture, they take their salt and chuck in a whole heap of iodine, and so now New Zealanders don't have goiter. So that's the other really important mineral is calcium. Now, kids in my class know they have to drink their milk to get calcium. And by being in my class, they're learning that calcium is going to help build their bone mass. They have to have it as teenagers. Once they get into their 20s, their body can no longer absorb calcium at the same rate. If they don't have good calcium when they're teenagers, when they get to base 70, 80, they fall over, they break their hip through a process known as osteoporosis. So there were 3 basic minerals, so that's the difference. So there's so many different ones, and they each have a slightly different job.